Have you ever wondered what goes into restoring a Series 3 Land Rover tub? Well, you're about to find out. So if you've been following along, you'll know that Bob's tub before, when we first got him, was in a pretty bad state. It had the LPG conversion in the back. The bed of the tub had all sort of oxidised where the steel had been in contact with the Burma-Bright, and it had all gone that powdery white stuff. Along the side of his tub, there was patches as well that had been riveted on. So we have a donor tub, which we've got off what we call the scrapper. Some of the work has already been done, which I'll talk you through and what we've done. And then tonight I'm going to focus on taking these cappings off around here so we can fully get to all the paintwork on the big panels. And we're going to start then stripping. So you can see this side here, we've already started the strip. We used poly discs on this, and they're quite harsh. So we've used those on the wings that we've got down there as well, which I'll splice in some footage for you in a minute, which you can see. It kind of divots into the metal. So when you try and get a nice smooth finish, which we're not totally going for a fully straight out of the factory look with this, because obviously it was a military vehicle. It's been through some scrapes and some scraps, and this is still a military tub come off a scrapper. So we still want some dings in there, and Bob's bodywork isn't going to be perfect at all. So we haven't filled the wings in terms of some of those dents and stuff. But what we don't want is lots of those little divots where the poly disc goes in and kind of just takes off a bit too much material. So this side I did with the poly disc, and we think that actually it's probably going to be better if we hit it with an 80 grit sanding disc and just go over the surface. And with the sanding disc, obviously because it sits flat to the panel, we're not going to have that issue of it cutting in, because when you go with the poly disc, you go in at an angle. Just see if we've got a poly disc I can show you, just so you know what I'm on about. So these are the poly discs. You probably come across them. Great for stripping paint off, but the finish that you get with these isn't going to be as smooth as what you would get using a sanding disc, a DA, something like that. But it's been great, don't get me wrong. These have been awesome for stripping off the wings. A lot of the panels that we've done, we've used these. Because this is such a big expanse of bodywork, I just think the divots are going to be too much. And that's what Liam and the guys discussed the other night and decided that actually 80 grit's going to be better. So that's what we're going to do. Now, another thing you would have seen if you've gone back on the videos of the previous couple is Liam and Stuart replaced the cross members underneath the tub. Now, this is a common thing that will go because they'll rot out. You can get galv ones. I didn't get galv ones. I got ship part ones. So they're probably going to rot out again at some point. But if we take a look up here, you can see we've got these in here now. So these have been riveted on. You do have to watch the rivets on the ends, because if you rivet them the wrong way around, you'll have the little prongs sticking up. The little mushrooms will be sticking up. So you don't want that. So Liam's did a great job here. He did this the other night. So if you want to check that out, how you do all that and strip these back, there's a comprehensive video showing the guys doing that. But that's done for us. But that is something that you're probably going to want to replace if you're taking your tub off. It's the ideal opportunity to get that done. So you'll see down here, Liam and Stuart went round and started taking off all the little components that are on here. Now what that's going to do is mean that we can actually get a really good strip on this when we come to do it with the 80 grit. So all those have been removed. These rails that go on the bed, they've been taken out. Now, they're in pretty bad shape, and we could probably look at replacing them. I think Bob's old tub weren't really, really bad, but they're still pretty bad. And I think if we got them blasted, you'd probably find that they just disintegrate. What I'm probably going to do in here anyway is put a rubber mat in, just because it'll protect the bed when we're in there. It's going to help with a little bit of sound deadening on there. So the rubber mat will go in. So I think what I'll do is just forget those. It means we can prep this really nicely. The floor's actually not in bad condition. So we'll do the same prep on that we're going to do to the side body panels and the innards. We've got a few bits here that need fixing. So on these here, these little tabs that you can see just there, like little nipples, when you fold the seat down, there's a little leather strap that clips on there, and that holds the seat base down while it's in use. When you take it off, then you can fold the seat up out the way and you can access your toolboxes, which are these things here. So that there, that one's bent out of place. So what we'll do is straighten that up, and then we can whip them off while we get everything prepped, put them back on when we're good to go. Cappings on the sides are going to be coming off. So tonight I'll be drilling those off. So just 5mm drill bit, drill them off. We can take them off, and then we can prep all the way up. Handy. And we're going to take anything off that's on this end. So strengthening bars, any grommets that are still in there. There's a few little odds and sods that are left over that all need to come. So that will be final strip, and then we can actually get into prep work. So on FFRs, I'm here, we have these little earth straps everywhere. So I'm just going to go around now and salvage those so that they are reusable. There's one on each corner here. We've got a couple up on the far end on the bulkhead section. Andy is removing the reinforcing bars and shizney that goes along with it that he correctly pointed out is related to the roll cage that was fitted to this tub on Scrapper, which we think all this stuff is retrofitted just to give some strength so if it rolls it doesn't crumple. It's got a good screwdriver. Williams, oh, there's a nut on the camera. Williams are exactly the same as the snap-on screwdrivers, but a fraction of the cost.
These bolts with an angle grinder.
Oh, sounds like a time for a slow-mo action shot. Mick's got a bit sharpener, hasn't he, somewhere? Is it just like a giant pencil sharpener? Don't put your winky in it, Andy. What's your new purchase?
I've got a new airbrush, which is for larger surfaces.
Okay. If you don't know Andy, artwork by Andy on Instagram, follow him.
And I've also purchased Manscaped.
Oh, the ball trimmer.
Yes, because I did get a discount.
Oh, because of someone else that you watch. Who from? Can't say. It's a sore topic and that's not his balls. It might be when the manscaper turns up. Then he'll have sore balls. You got some talc ready. The rivet collecting competition is on, and it has to be said that Andrew has a severe advantage. I was trying to put you off. I mean, I've got that many now, they're not even staying on. Hang on, have you already got some of mine from earlier?
No.
Are you cheating?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Your drill is a lot longer than mine, which is probably not the first time anybody said that to you.
Yes. Oh, I think there's a clear winner there. You guys can decide in the comments. Andy or Dave, rivet collecting champion.
Oh, would you like to hear my new joke?
If we have to. Let me get it close to people. Is it okay to say?
You can record it and decide in the edit whether it's going to stay or not.
So if this gets blanked out, you know it's pretty bad. Go on then.
How do non-binary ninjas kill their victims?
I don't know. Do we need to do a second? Do we need to do another take?
They slash them. And then you build it from the chunk. Oh wow.
Oh dear.
One more, no more.
Come on, little fella. You've got this. Nope, he hasn't. Nope. Oh, they're bigger than I thought they'd be. That's what she said. Ah, look at that. Anybody that was wondering what a capping off a Series 3 tub looks like, there we go. Yeah! Right, I'll stop dicking around and get on with it. In my haste to try and defeat you in the rivet removal competition, I fear I may have missed rivets. Ugh. Yep, that one's definitely off. What is holding it? Oh. Now that's interesting. These are all illegal modifications. We still got one in.
Maybe something's holding it. That's what
One the back. Oh, look at that, he's cute, isn't he? It's free here. It's like here somewhere. There it is. I think there was still half a rivet in or something. So don't take your rivets out of.
Just be aware of which rivets you're taking out. I think that's.
I got excited with our rivet competition and I took out all the rivets down here. We don't need to take those out.
This means disqualification.
But
from the competition
yeah, it could do.
because you excessively deriveted it. Did it?
I deriveted rivets that shouldn't be deriveted.
Yes.
So, yes, disqualification. Andy's the winner. Forget about our poll. It's been decided. Now on the bulkhead proportion, whipped out some grommets out of here so they can all get out. There's the grommet. And Andy's just taking the plate off on that side. This needs to come off as well, so I'm just going to get a flathead. So actually bagging and tagging stuff in real time. This is riveting content. Here we go.
Need more wind.
Is it on? Okay, back for some action.
Right.
We have air. Oh yes! Look at that. And there's the mushroom.
Shroom.
Shroom, hang on. We can show the good people the shroom. There's the shroom. Beautiful. Sweet. I think that is all of the riveting content. Final bit for tonight is just going to be removing these screws out of here so that then everything's pretty much off. Okay, so that is pretty much where we've got to tonight. So all the parts are now stripped off the tub. We've got the stuff over there that we are gonna strip back and probably go galv on some of the little bits that are going inside. The other bits will go NATO because they go on the capping kit. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you did, drop us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell us what you thought. The usual links are in the description, and we're uploading every Sunday at the moment. So catch us there and we'll see you next week.